What's up, Internet? This is Rambling Josh, and you're watching another episode of Let's Play Fire Emblem. Today we have Chapter 27, Cog of Destiny, which, if you've played this game before, is probably a mission that you remember well. We'll see why shortly. So, we are on our way to the sealed shrine to figure out what the heck is sitting there that will allow us to defeat the Black Fang somehow magically. But it looks like there's something in our way. Cog of Destiny. So it looks like this is Lloyd? Yeah. He's not disappeared after all. Leave now. I guess that it makes sense that those loyal to the old school Black Fang would flock to Lloyd, considering he's like basically the only old school Black Fang left, at least with any kind of rank. Meanwhile, down here. So how did the Black Fang get there anyways? It's like they just happen to know where it is? Clearly. Indeed. With blood! They're alive! Huh? Are they under some form of spell? It's true. Well, I imagine Lloyd probably considered Nino a companion, even if she's not his real sister. So, this mission is kinda crazy. If we just look at the map here, it's a pretty big map, and there are clearly quite a few enemies here. And that's not even reinforcements. So we can deploy a total of 15 characters? I thought we could deploy more than that. Not that I need more than that, but in fact that's pretty much perfect. It allows me to use everyone. So that's good, because I basically want to use everyone. Wait. I thought I saw... Right. I never stripped Jafar of his things. So, I do want to grab that... elixir. Nah. I will want that elixir soon enough. For now, let's give that Thor's Ire to Ninian. Add it to her collection of rings. Let's take a look at the map. Where, oh where? Okay, so the shops are over here. I'm going to want to pawn off a whole bunch of my stuff there, but I guess I can wait until later in the mission. Don't need that. Nino. I want to give her a fire tome, and I believe I want to give her a guiding ring as well. I don't know how many levels she's going to gain this mission, but I don't want her to be held back by sitting at level 20. I don't think that's likely going to be what ends up happening, but if it is, I will be prepared. Let's grab a new steel sword. Grab some spears. I need an iron lance and a javelin. And actually, rather than the iron axe, let's grab a hand axe. He has a steel sword already. Just to give him something more in the inventory, let's give Dart a silver axe. You need a new lightning tome. I don't really need any of these. Give you a new iron bow. And on that note, where's Lynn? Let's not use this iron bow. Let's instead give her a short bow. It just feels more fitting for Lynn. And actually, with that, let's actually give her the not broken, but used iron bow. Oh, this one seems good. Replace your steel lance, and let's also give you a... Is the javelin better than a hand axe? 65 hit, 6 damage. I imagine they're probably pretty comparable. 60 hit, 7 damage. What's his skill like? Not amazing, so I guess I will stick with the javelin. I certainly have enough of them. Maybe buying that many javelins was a mistake. As for Matthew, let's give him some of the stuff that we want to sell. A lot of gems. What has he got? He's got 2,500, 7,500, 27,500 gold worth in gems just sitting here. Now, let's play with our formation a little bit. Actually, I am assuming that Merlinus is going to be on this map, so I think... Can I do this? I think what I want to do is actually, well, as you saw, deposit all their items, and I can just grab them again from Merlinus if I need them, but the idea being, I want Hector and Oswin to just kind of block the path, and I don't want them to kill anyone, because I want Nino to be standing behind them and killing things. That's ultimately going to be my... Oh, I need to change my formation. That is ultimately going to be my goal for this mission, is to get Nino as many levels as humanly possible. Aside from that, Lynn needs some pretty serious leveling up as well. Where would she be best suited? I guess probably over here. Raven doesn't really need any help at this point. Canis could do with some help. Rebecca's a little on the low side. Sarah's pretty good. Dart's definitely good. Man, a lot of our Saint's actually pretty good level too. I'm constantly being surprised by how high our levels actually are. Okay, well, that seems good. Huh, so Merlinus can continue to level up after promoting. Kind of thought that he couldn't. Let me go! So... It's almost got maxed out stats in terms of like skill, speed, and luck. Huh, I've got interesting music in this level. So, Cog of Destiny here is a pretty ridiculous mission. And it's not really because of... Like, every mission in the kind of recent days has been ridiculous because of, like, some gimmick. Whether it's like, oh, you gotta rescue this person, or you gotta, like, run away from here, or there's disappearing bridges. This one's just a straight up, like, here's a shit ton of enemies, now kill all of them. Like, you actually have to kill all of them, not just the boss, who's pretty strong. Level 18 Swordmaster, so I guess that's not surprising. What's the Iron Room do? Oh, right, okay. So, yeah, there's just a lot of enemies. There's 43 enemies currently active, and throughout the mission there will be another 38 reinforcements spawning, which totals into 81 enemies in all, which is a fairly high number. So we just gotta deal with them all. And the best way to do that is to just kind of sit on this little island here and hold. So that is what I plan to do. Let's actually go with the steel sword, because Lynn's not the strongest ever, so she might need a little bit of help in that regard. So the plan is to have Oswin and Hector sit on this bridge and have all these guys just kind of come at them, and Nino shoot at them from behind. Sane... Probably hold this spot. Canis and Rebecca will help out over here. Priscilla and Sarah on hand. Do want to be careful because I don't know if there's a brigand that will be heading towards this village. There are a couple of them over here. What do we get from that house? A warp staff, which isn't especially needed, but if I can get it, then obviously all the better. Ninian's probably going to play a pretty big role in this mission, primarily in terms of giving Nino extra turns that she will use to hopefully kill things better. And Matthew, he's primarily here because... Actually, come to think of it, I filled up his inventory. He's might need some room. This is the biggest thing I'm looking for, is this guiding ring. So that sniper is quite far away. There's a light rune there you can steal, which I don't really care about. If I've never explained what a light rune does, is you just put it down on the ground, and that space is considered like you can't walk on it. I don't know if you can fly over it, or on top of it rather. This guy's got a sword slayer. Good against myrmidons. Blue gem. That might be worth stealing. That guy had an elixir, but that's not exactly worth stealing. Mine. I'm not really a fan of mines. I think that's probably it. Yeah. This is a good mission to use a mine, just because we have so many bridges that we can block. And perhaps more to the point, if you are okay using the mine glitch, then this is definitely a very good mission for it. Because on one hand, there are so many enemies. It just means that there's a lot of enemies that can kind of come under your control. And that also means that that's a lot of easy targets for Nino to pick off, which is perhaps the more pertinent point. Wow, she killed that Myrmidon in a single shot. I guess this is a good idea to give her the steel sword. Wow, only 8% crit chance with the killing edge? And she did not double shot the Myrmidon. That's kind of strange. So, if you don't recall what the mine glitch is, basically, what happens is you place a mine down, and when an enemy steps on it, it will go to one of those, like, on the map damage screens where just like the health bar pops up. And if you turn the game off or reset or something while that bar is animating, when you turn the game back on again, you can resume your progress in the chapter. And when you resume the game, all the enemies will be under your control, and they will not do anything on their own. So that is the idea behind the mind glitch. I wonder... I guess it's probably better to do it in 2 turns, because as much as I want to kill this guy, I get a little bit extra experience doing it that way. And it's not like she can reach anyone else without kind of running out into the danger zone. Though I think I will go with the Thunder Tome this time. Considering next turn she's probably going to be attacked by that guy with the javelin, so the Thunder Tome is likely better for counterattacks in that regard. So how much speed does Lyn have? 20. And he has 13? So she has 6 Constitution, Steel Sword is 10, so that's -4, so she has 16, which is not quite enough to double attack that Myrmidon. I guess maybe using the Steel Sword was not the best idea. So I guess for now, let's kill this guy. That attack animation is kind of silly, if I'm totally honest. Heal Lyn just to top her off. And then I believe I want Florina to kind of start heading in this direction. I'm not especially positive that I need to do that yet. It just looked like this guy... Was it him? Or it kind of looked like these brigands were heading to the southwest. It may just be so that they can come down this way, but I want to be careful. Better to be safe than sorry. And that's about it. That's kind of our goal for this mission, is just let the bad guys come to us until the bad guys stop coming to us, at which point we will hunt down the remainders. So I guess that guy with the javelin is not going to be attacking Nino. Something that... Why are you going after Florina? I guess this particular guy probably can't reach Lyn. But something to note about this mission is that if you're playing on Hector's mode, then most of these enemies are actually replaced with different forms of casters. And not only that, but many of the casters also have long-range tomes, like Bolting and Eclipse. So that could be a good thing or a bad thing, depending. In general, it's probably a bad thing because casters in this game tend to be extremely powerful, so on average, casters are probably going to be harder to deal with than a non-caster enemy. So just move out a little bit, just to kind of sit at the ready. Florian is probably going to get attacked by these ballistas, but she has the Delphi shield now, so that's not as big a worry as it once was. Should I go with the double fire again? I believe I will do that. Normally I might be a little bit worried about wasting the durability on my tomes, but ultimately Merlinus is right here, and I've got a bunch of extra ones, so I'm not too concerned about it. Go Nino! Killing off all these knights might take a little while, but it's definitely going to be worth it. Yay, magic! I'd say I'm a little disappointed she didn't get any speed, but her speed is pretty high already. 14 at level 9. Good God. So, see about giving Sane a little bit of assistance. In truth, Sane's already a pretty decent level, so I'm a little more interested in leveling up Canis and Rebecca. But in the end of the day, they don't make especially good meat shields, whereas Sane is at least decent at that. I always forget what his proficiencies are at. I definitely don't need another A-level sword user, and axes definitely make more sense against the Cavalier here. And might as well position Rebecca here, just on the... Well, it's not equipped the longbow. Don't want to waste her ability on that. Just on the off chance one of them decides to shoot over Sane's head. Actually, I don't think... Yeah, they can't reach Canis where he's sitting. Oh well. I'm obviously trying to be very selective about who I'm giving experience to this time around, just because... Well, that looks kind of silly. This is basically like your catch-up mission. Most of the enemies here are not especially hard to kill, but there's a lot of them, so... Anyone who can... Anyone who's kind of a little bit behind on levels, this is when they catch up. Alternatively, I guess I could just be like, Dart, go murder everything and get to level 20 way before everyone else, and then sit on your ass doing nothing until the end of the game, because you don't need any more experience ever. Needless to say, that is not my desire. Attacking Rebecca with a bow? You're just begging for your own demise. Here come the Nomad Troopers. She does not have a vulnerary, does she? I guess I could buy one. Or I guess I can't buy a vulnerary. Okay. Well, I think I'm going to change up my plans a little bit. I think I'm just actually going to head to the village and then run the other way. Try and kind of... divert anyone heading down here, divert them over this way. So this guy has the blue gem. Let's do this. Oh right, his inventory's full. And I can't actually reach... Oh, someone can stand there in the water? Or I guess Matthew can. I don't think I can trade and steal on the same turn. I put him in a bit of a bad spot, so I guess this is what we're gonna do. Just for the heck of it, I might as well use Nino on him this turn. I would obviously much rather give Nino another turn, but it doesn't make a huge amount of difference in the long run. It all just comes down to time. So steal that. Then Hector will rescue Matthew. Then Raven will take him. I might as well drop him again. Now, let's see about doing some damage to this general here. I guess for the sake of expedience, I should probably try and kill him. Like, well, obviously I want to kill him, but using Hellfire means I can kill him on the next turn. Or I could get a critical hit. That works too. And Rebecca's actually a lower level than Canis, so I think what I'll do here is let's do this. Rebecca, you kill this knight. I said, Rebecca, you kill this knight. Swishy arrow. And then Canis, you kill this cavalier. Or nomad, rather. Alright. So, 41 enemies left. That number has not gone down significantly. We've gotten almost as many reinforcements as we've killed enemies. Has Oswin even been hit yet? Like, I know he hasn't taken any damage, but I feel like all of those attacks have just been deflected. Or missed, rather. Like, they haven't even been like, oh, you hit and did no damage. It's just, they didn't even hit him. I honestly don't know why Oswin is so fast. They're all coming down this way. I'll hurt you one of these days, Oswin. You mark my words. He's got a longbow. That's actually pretty annoying, if I'm totally honest. More reinforcements. So we're up to 46 enemies. We're making negative progress. I guess it actually doesn't matter if she has a full inventory, because items gotten from a house can just be sent back to Merlinus. And this is... what's his face? The Zephiel's guard dude. So we get a warp staff. I believe that just lets the caster teleport another... okay, it teleports an adjacent ally somewhere else. It doesn't say where you can teleport them, but I believe like the range that you can teleport them is basically the basic magic divided by 2 number. So let's actually retreat Lynn back a little bit. We appear to have a large number of incoming enemies, so I want her to be a little bit more safe. I think I'm actually going to start switching to the Thunder Tome here, just because there's a huge number of knights here, and I would like to... as much as I would like to get like a couple extra experience for attacking them, I feel like it's pertinent to start thinning out the ranks a little bit. Does this general have anything? The only other thing I guess that I'm worried about stealing is the guiding ring, which is on the sniper who does not appear to be approaching our position, so... Go again, Nino! The fact that this level 10 is killing so many enemies is actually kind of impressive. Actually, I do want to be a little bit careful about Nino here. Because there are 2 nomads here, one of which has a longbow, so they could both potentially attack Nino. So 16, 17... That's a total of 33 minus 10 is 23, so she could potentially die from that. Guess what I'll do is attack this guy. I probably should have used the fire tome for that, but whatever. Then rescue her. Drop her again so that she can go immediately on the next turn. And she will not be in danger of getting hit from there. And just for posterity, I guess it's probably a little bit better idea to heal up Canis than Nino. Although I guess Nino's probably in a little bit more immediate danger, but whatever. He's running away. Can you imagine how much experience Oswin and Hector would be getting here if they were actually killing all these guys? Almost as much experience as Nino is getting. Although they would be getting a lot faster because, like, things die a lot faster when you're counterattacking than they do when you're on the offensive. Because you can only offensively attack one person a turn, but you can counterattack an unlimited number. Dun, dun, dun. Seems like the nomads are pretty far back in the turn order. If that's like a thing. Oh, this guy's attacking Nino. Did I miscalculate with where I placed her? I feel like she could be hit by the longbow still. Maybe not, okay. Well, whatever ended up happening, it worked out. For now, run away, Florina! You, Lynn, get to your little spot here. Oh, so these guys can cross the water. Interesting. I guess it's not surprising, but it's interesting. So start off by healing Nino. Probably the most pertinent thing here. And then let's have Sarah top off Priscilla. Wow, she actually is up to 30 HP. I guess a lot of that is just because of the angelic robe. Without it, she'd only be at 23. Insane. You kill this nomad trooper. I don't need your longbow messing with my plot. Lots of experience. Love killing damn promoted units. Now, can you... She can't double attack that nomad, so... Huh, neither can Canis. So, I will defer to Rebecca on this one. With a smooth critical hit. Probably because of her supports, but I'm not complaining. That's why we got them. The supports, that is. Thunder? Thunder. Ooh, critical hit. Yay for saving words. Yay for saving durability. Can I kill this guy with the fire dome? Not quite. This thunder is getting some a bit of a workout. Hopefully by the time it breaks, my magic will be high enough that I can kill stuff with the fire tome. Somehow I kind of doubt it, though. More knights coming my way. The Myrmidons, why are they going over there instead of coming down south? Ow. Florina's starting to hurt a little bit here. We gotta get her out of there. And yet more misses. I guess Oswin and Hector do have a support, so that's gotta be helping the whole they're dodging everything situation. And here I thought Florina wouldn't finish this guy off, but nope, critical hit. That one was completely au naturel as well. Speed, luck, and resistance. Those are kind of her go-to stats. Paladin, eh? He could actually hurt Hector. If he actually hit. These knights are so pathetic. Them and their javelins, they just can't accomplish anything. At least they're getting a lot of dodge experience, though. And by a lot, I mean a non-inconsequential amount. He might even end up leveling up this battle from dodges alone. That would be intriguing. How shall I do this then? Can't double attack with the steel sword. Let's go after this guy with the Monicati. Hopefully get a critical hit. There we go. And now, that guy is not going to be threatening Florina at all. Not that she's in especially large danger, but her health is getting a little bit low. And she can obviously finish this guy off. And yet again, critical hit on the second shot. As always seems to be the way. Okay, so she should be out of danger now. It occurs to me that I should probably have... I guess I might as well move Elliowood up here. Get him in support range of Hector. Matthew doesn't need to be anywhere near here. Move Sarah over here, which is in support range of Oswin. Does anyone over here need any healing? I mean, I doubt it, but... Alright, well, let's just top off Florina then. Hopefully? I honestly don't know if she can heal 20 points with a heal staff. I guess she can. It seems like her magic is kind of low, so... 10. It's certainly not that great. Let's see what you can do against this paladin. Can't double attack with the Elfire. What about this general? Let's go for that then. Do 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 do. Still no magic, huh? That's kind of surprising. Hopefully this is not a reoccurring trend. Do I even need the Hellfire Tome at this point? No, I can just finish it off, this guy off with Thunder. That general alone almost gave her 2 level ups. And that's it for now. Run away! Still more knights. Now we're starting to get Myrmidons added to the mix. Although I'm not sure why those Myrmidons decide to go to that spot instead of heading out down the southern bridge, but whatever. Dodge a dodge. You know, javelin sane. I'm honestly not sure why throwing a javelin would still be affected by the weapon triangle. I guess even if the weapon's thrown, that still gives you... like, it's still easier to deflect a weapon with a certain kind of weapon. So I guess it makes a little bit of sense. Let's actually move Lynn out a little bit again. Hopefully try and draw some of these guys down this way. If for no other reason than to give Lynn a little bit of something to do. She needs experience too, man. But for now... let's kill off this knight. I should give her another level up. Wow, level 13. There's some magic. So that's what, 5 levels this mission already? Anima proficiency went up. So she's at a B. Almost... I guess I didn't actually, but I thought for a second there that I might be dancing for Florian by accident. So... just double checking the status of using these tomes against this guy. I do have both Florina and Canis in her vicinity now, so that's both of her supports. Though they are both level C supports, so they're not especially effective at this point. I'll keep Sarah there. Continually give Oswin that support bonus. Just make him dodge things a little more reliably. Not that he needs the help, honestly, but... I got those supports, damn it, I'm gonna use them. What is this brigand doing? He's just like chilling by the mountain range. Yay, another critical hit. It's kind of a good thing that we saved the Monicati, because it's pretty strong. And at this point in the game, it's actually, like, useful to have. I mean, she's obviously way more capable of doing stuff with the Monicati than she would be with an iron sword or something. She doesn't have quite enough strength to deal with, like, promoted units in a single round without a critical hit, so... it's good to have. It's kind of funny how all these javelin throwers are ending up attacking my frontline guys because, like, everyone else goes first, so they can't, like, get to the front line to attack Nino. It's also, all the javelin users are just kind of like collecting. It's like none of them are the ones who end up dying, so everyone else just charges into the front line and gets murdered by Nino, while the javelin users just sit there and throw stuff for their entire life. Now let's go back to the Iron Sword, because there are no promoted units in the immediate vicinity. So she's what, level 4 now? She's starting to catch up a bit here. So, finish off Mr. Paladin here. Yay, another level. Things are going pretty well so far. Although I would like a little bit more magic. I always want more magic. Can never have enough magic. I mean, unless you're a melee unit, but melee units don't have magic in this game. Can I double attack this guy? I can't double attack him with anything but the fire tome. And even then, let's see, she has 16 speed. He has 14. He is using a steel sword, so that gives him a attack speed bonus, or penalty of 2, which brings him down to 12. So, without using the body ring, she would not be able to double attack this Myrmidon at all. So, yay for that. Oh, burn! Get it? Because it's fire. This mission could go so much faster if I was just trying to kill everything instead of actually get experience, but... what are you gonna do? I'd rather play the right way than the fast way. That's just how I roll. Man, the number of enemies grouping up on that front there is just ridiculous. So ridiculous. If I had like an AoE attack, I could do so much damage there. You know what? This whole thing is getting very repetitive and all that, so I honestly feel like I should just skip until the guys are done charging at me, because this is getting ridiculous and it's taking a long time. So, I guess what I'll do at this point is just continue doing what I'm doing, and then when this whole mess is kind of cleaned up... Actually... maybe I shouldn't do that quite yet. So I would like to skip forward, and I think I will do that, but it might not be until the end of this mess here. There's something else that's going to happen, and I'm not entirely sure at what point, but I guess I will skip forward until then. So I will see you when that happens. Okay, so the other thing to which I was referring has not come to pass just yet, but I thought I should take a little bit of time to give you a bit of a status update here. Probably the most interesting thing is the fact that Nino is now level 20. So it is time for her to promote. Which is surprisingly fast, honestly, but I guess that was kind of the goal, and I seem to have done a good job of reaching it. So it's a good thing I gave her that guiding ring. Her magic hasn't gotten quite as high as I would have liked, but she's obviously still capable of doing plenty of damage. And like her other stats are all pretty much amazing. Her defense isn't great, but for a mage it's pretty good. Or I guess she's a sage now. 71 avoid is pretty ridiculous. So she's all sagey now. Lynn's has caught up pretty good on level as well. She's almost level 8. So she's at a good point now. She's actually higher level than Hector at this point. And Oswin actually did end up leveling up from dodge experience. So anyways, that is where I am at, and I will skip forward again a little bit now. Okay, so we have cleared out the area, and the other thing that I kept alluding to doesn't seem to have happened yet, so I'm not sure why that is, but regardless, it's about time that we start moving out. Nino is a level 4 sage now, so she's not quite caught up, but considering she was a level 8 mage before we started, I would say that's a pretty impressive growth. Of course, it took a lot of doing, but whatever. So it's about time to move out. I gave Hector and Oswin all of their stuff back. So one of the things I want to do is move Merlinus towards here so I can have someone kind of ferry all the junk between him and the vendors here. But obviously there's some enemies in the way first, so we are going to have to deal with those. I do want to leave some people back here, though, just because I'm not entirely sure if things. I'm going to leave Elliewood, Sarah, and I guess I'll leave Lynn and Dart, because why not? I want Hector to be pushing out. I actually feel like I need to get him up in levels a little bit. Like, he's level 7, which is pretty good, but considering how amazing he is, he should be at a higher level, is basically what it comes down to. This way seems faster than going north around the mountain. Ballistas! No! Nino could use a little bit of health yet, though. It would have been nice if I had the angelic robe to give to her, but I do not. Her avoidance is high enough that I think it kind of makes up for it, but still. Marlena should probably be fine there. Wonder, can she can give Merlinus another turn? That's funny. Actually, Nino can also get supports with Merlinus, which is also kind of funny. It doesn't really make a whole lot of sense to do that, but if you don't have anyone else giving her supports, then it's amusing at least. I mean, it's someone that you're pretty much guaranteed to have on your team, so, I mean, you might as well, right? Actually, I need to give Nino a staff at some point, because being a sage, she can use those now. I guess the thing about Nino is her magic still isn't especially high. It's only at, I think, 13. Which is actually pretty low, all things considered. 14, okay. 15. Okay, well, that's actually not that bad now. But the thing about Nino is that all of her other stats are so ridiculously high that she can kind of make up for it. Like, she can basically double attack anything in existence. She's in a very similar situation to Sarah, actually. But the difference between the two of them is... Let's just take a look here. 15 magic, 23 speed, 21 luck, 20 resistance. 17 magic, 21 speed, 23 luck. That's almost exactly the same, actually. Sarah has a little bit more magic. She is a bit high level, but the biggest difference between the two of them is that the fact that Nino is a sage. Obviously. But, like, if we look at the tomes here, Shine has 6 damage and Lightning has 4. Whereas Fire has 5, Hellfire has 10. So, animatomes tend to be a little bit stronger. And so what that means is that you can kind of make up the difference a little bit better. Even having lower magic, it's like, because magic tomes tend to be fairly strong, you can basically, if you're using the right tome, you can kill pretty much anything. Which is definitely pretty handy. Pretty good level up there. Where's Lynn? What did I do with her? Oh right, she's sitting back here. Herp-a-derp-a-derp. I'll give Hector a chance to finally get some experience this mission. He has not had that chance up until now. I mean, I guess he's gotten a bunch of dodge experience. Not quite as much as Oswin, but a decent amount. 19 speed, huh? So 14 enemies left. I guess most of them are up here. Canis is level 7. Rebecca is like level... Oh, she's also level 7 now. I did a little bit of killing with her while I was dealing with that group. Not much, but just... Basically, I put her, I think, right here. And anyone who decided to shoot her... I mean, they could do that. And then Rebecca would kill them, and she would get experience for it, because that is how things work. There are supposed to be some reinforcements coming from the southeast, but obviously I have not seen them yet, and it feels like they're taking a long time to appear. So I don't know what's up with that, but we will see. Okay. Should I get... these ballistas probably don't have much left in them, so I guess I probably shouldn't bother trying to get Rebecca in one of them. Can't take any damage? He did not. Still a few guys up there, including one in a ballista. Meanwhile, move Priscilla over this way. I would like her to heal Nino up. Her heal staff's actually getting kind of low on durability. Meantime... Huh, Osmond's level 9. For some reason I thought his level was lower than that. I did give Nino some new tomes before I started pushing out again, so... Her Fire and Thunder tome were basically both broken, so... I fixed that. And her level continues to soar. For now, let's just give Florina all this and have her start grabbing some stuff. Let's actually start with the Thunder. I guess I did give her a new Fire tome. I'm sure I've got some mostly broken weapons in here somewhere. Steel Lance. Steel Sword. I thought I had more broken stuff than that, but I guess not. I don't need either of those. So that's good for now. Obviously, I will be selling those items. Could he really not reach anyone else? Like, why would you choose to go after Hector? Silly AI. Oh, looks like the snipers are starting to come our way. Why did the ballista attack Sane? This guy's going after Hector too. Weird. Aha! Okay, so that's what we've been waiting for. I don't know if they spawn on a specific turn, or if they spawn when you get to a certain point in the map, but whatever the case may be, take Ellwood and talk to Vida here. Little playmates, huh? If you say so. Indeed. If you say so. Alrighty then. And now we have Vida. Apparently she'll be joining extremely shortly. But unfortunately, she does not have the Uber Spear anymore. But whatever the case may be, we got what we needed. Now to kill off her minions. Go for it, Sarah! One HP. And this is a good opportunity for Lynn to practice using some bows. So that's level 8. I figure I might as well get my lords up in level just because it's a good idea to do it, but I mean, I don't know, it just feels right that they be at a decent level. So those things off. I don't know if I have much else to sell. I need to get Matthew up to the north a little bit, but I do need to free up his inventory a bit, so grab some of these gems. Nino, despite being amazing, is still a little bit behind everyone else on levels, so... And in truth, I'm probably just going to try and get Nino all the way to level 20 promoted. Just because I want to see how good she'll get. I don't think I've ever actually gotten her all the way up to level 20. Like, I guess the way it's usually described is you take the level that the character was when they promote, and then you go like / whatever level they end up as. So like, if you promote at level 20 and then you got the character to level 20, that's usually described as being a level 20/20. And I don't think I've ever actually gotten Nino to that point before. So I will attempt to do so. Oh, that's a critical hit. In truth, it's actually kind of hard to get anyone to that level unless you are making a very determined point to specifically level that character. But our experience is going so well this time around that it might not be that big a deal this time. So actually just get Ninian up here a bit. It's going to be kind of tricky trying to grab this guiding ring. Of course, it's not essential that I get the guiding ring. I'm pretty sure I still have another guiding ring sitting in Merlinus' inventory, and obviously the only person left that can have a guiding ring used on them is Priscilla. But I still like to try and get all the items, if for no other reason than to sell them. Even if I'm not particularly going to be using that money. Though I guess if I do have a good amount of money, then I might as well just, when I get to the end of the game, just buy a whole bunch of like silvered weapons and stuff. Because why not? Curious if I can kill these guys. I cannot kill them with her sword. So, short bow it is. Even with a short bow, I can only barely kill them. Unfortunately, despite leveling up a whole bunch, her strength has not gone up much. It's still at 18, which is I'm pretty sure what it was at when she promoted. Let's see what else you got for us, Merlinus. I gotta use those speed wings on someone. Don't need that, don't need that. Didn't I have another white gem? Oh, whatever. Now then, up here. I guess I got plenty of people in range, so... Actually, if that's the one that I'm stealing from, then I might as well steal from the bottom. Give me your guiding ring. Zap. Zap. So that's level 7, so she's pretty much caught up now. And a little bit more magic. And she's at 77 avoidance without any supports, which is pretty impressive. Flux your face off. Level 8, so he's pretty much all caught up. Level 8 is about my goal at this point. Speaking of which... Okay, so Hector is level 8. Okay. Kill you off. Archer duel. Rebecca doesn't lose an archer duel. I mean, if she did, then she would be dead and she wouldn't be here, so... Yeah. And that's pretty much everyone. So, I think I'm going to take another little respite. Not a respite, but I'm going to continue to deal with the reinforcements down here. There should be 2, maybe 3 more waves of Wyvern Riders down here. I'm going to finish selling off my useless stuff, and then I'm going to work on some supports. And then when all that is done, I will see you back here in just a moment. Okay, so I am all done with that whole mess. I decided not to sell the guiding ring because when I looked on Merlinus, I did not see another one. So I can't remember if I sold my other one, but whatever the case may be, I do hopefully want to promote Priscilla at some point, maybe, hopefully. So I might as well hold on to it. I did sell all my other stuff though. I believe I was up to like 52,000 gold. I bought a bunch of heal staffs and stuff like that, so that's all good. For now, though, get a B support between Nino and Florina. This is the last support that these two are going to get. Florina can't get any more support, so yeah. It was so fun. I don't know, there's one right over there. Well, no. You don't have to, because Lloyd is kind of... or Linus is kind of dead. He does kind of sound like Hector. Hee hee hee. Indeed. So... that's done. There's done supporting. So, Canis and Nino, level B. Well, I guess that's handy. Oh, yeah? And yet, he does not use anima magic. Hmm. I kind of don't blame him. Oh, she's 14? I thought she was like 8. It's kind of hard to tell. This is true. I know that's some. I feel like it's only appropriate that Nino be the one to take on Lloyd here. Although, apparently she can't. How much resistance does this guy have? 19? Okay, well, so much for that plan. He's actually a lot stronger than I expected. Or, I guess more accurately, he's a lot harder to kill than I expected. So, new plan. Now we're gonna bring in the heavy hitters here. By which I, of course, mean Hector and Dart. Might as well bring in some of their supports as well. And I'm gonna try and shoot at him with the ballista here. I don't know how effective that'll be, but might as well, right? Well, I hit him. Yay, level 8. Rebecca's strength is actually turning out to be quite good, honestly. 20 strength is more than I would have expected from her. So... well, that's not gonna work. Yeah, not gonna be hitting him with the hand axe anytime soon. I guess try the... wow. Well, Hector's not gonna do a whole very good job of attacking him, it would seem. How about Oswin? I mean, he is a sword master, but like... Oswin's gonna get double hit. Sarah's not gonna be able to do anything. Jeez. This guy's ridiculous. I gotta, like, pool all my resources just to see who can actually hit him. I suppose I could try hitting him with the Lunatome. So, I might as well get Canis in range. Thankfully, I'm pretty sure he cannot move on this map, unlike the other map where you could possibly fight him. Getting decently lucky with the ballista, at least. Good lord. I mean, I know he uses axes, Dart, but still. Well, Raven can at least double hit him. So, let's do this. Try and weaken him up a little bit here. Okay, well, I did a little bit of damage. And then... oh, none of my healers are in range. Dance for Sarah! I honestly was not expecting this boss to be this challenging. Let's just take a look. Oh, she can't even double attack him. How fast is he? 21... And he doesn't have any attack speed penalty. So I guess that's not that surprising. You need to have 25 speed to double attack him. So even the fact that Raven can is kind of ridiculous. I guess Silver Swords are pretty light. Okay, so, anyways, use the Mend on Raven here. And can Canis even hit him? Not likely, but, well, I guess 43% isn't a bad chance. Are Lunatomes, like... Well, I missed. Luckily, Light Brand from a distance does magic damage, so Canis isn't taking much retribution here. Yeah, Lunatomes actually have a surprisingly high hit chance. Might as well give it a shot. Should the Javelin not have a weapon triangle advantage against this guy? Maybe it's because I'm attacking from a range, so it's considered a spell. Well, I certainly gave it my all here. This guy is giving me a hell of a time taking him down. Well, that managed it. I wasn't expecting that to be the killing blow, but I'll not complain about it. 20 strength. So the strength is coming around pretty decently. And I have no idea who I'm going to give this white or iron rune to. I need to sell that white gem at some point. Nice of you to show up, Athos. Yes, it's all very unfortunate. Just now, didn't you see him teleport? Oh, that's a convenient excuse. Underground. Braymond? Huh. A legendary item? I see. Interesting. What are the roots of Nergal's power? Huh. So, into this shrine we go. Creepy. Shh. We want power! Really? Well, that's unfortunate. I mean, we kind of need to do this stuff. Because you live here? Interesting. Very interesting. Stronger than most, huh? That doesn't seem very convincing. So, did we convince him then? Bright light! Well, that was easy. So now we have to get the items, I guess? Indeed. What are you even talking about? The blazing blade, huh? Oh, hello there, Nurgle. That's very convenient of you to show up at this time. No? Or... No! Ninian! I guess if it's for the greater good, even though that greater good would get the entire world killed? And all of a sudden Niles is blue. He was green before. I guess it's at least giving us time to get the tools that we need to bring him down. Whoa. That was interesting. What did he do, like cause an explosion or an earthquake or something? We gotta get them weapons. Roland's blade, huh? Hmm? Ah, another heaven seal. Hmm? Well, okay then. It's... It's working! So now Eliwood finally gets to promote. Hopefully he will now stop being quite so terrible. And now he's got a horse! Not the best level, or stat improvements, honestly. I was hoping for a little bit more speed and strength than that. But we don't really have much say in the matter. Way to go, Eliwood! If you say so. And so with that, what will undoubtedly be the longest episode of Let's Play Fire Emblem comes to a close. So we will hopefully get our hands on the Blazing Blade or Roland's Blade or whatever you want to call it on the next episode of Let's Play Fire Emblem. Catch you later.